I don't like to call the same people up to the front of the class every episode because, I don't be trying to go in on people like that, right? But Leo, come on up. Bring Hannah with you. Bring Brittany. Um, Shit, we can really bring Tim with us too. Y'all, come on up to the front. Come on up. Hey everybody, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here to talk Love is Blind, Season 7, Episode 4. The tables have turned. My have they. Alright. If you guys have not already, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I need like 60 of y'all to hit that subscribe button so I can get up to 27,000 subscribers. So do me a solid, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys are thumbsing up the video. Very free and easy way to support the channel. And then leave your spoiler free comments down below. A couple of you all got stitches on the last recap, and that's okay. This is a learning environment. This is a safe space, but you will get escorted out by one of the ushers, okay? And that happened to a couple people last episode. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Spoiler free comments, though. I promise it's not hard. I'm trying to watch the episodes as fast as I can, but y'all know I corporate thug during the day, YouTuber by night. Okay, so, all right, let's get into it, though. So it starts off with Hannah and Leo. So Leo was sounding like a dubbed voice. Was it me? Leo was sounding dubbed. Like I thought that I had like switched my TV to like Spanish or something and it was dubbed. It was very weird. So he has zero emotion whatsoever when he talks. I don't like Leo. I don't like him. I don't like Leo. Okay, I've been trying not to say that. I don't like his ass. I don't know what more I can do about this. He sickens me. Rolex or not, okay? So he said that he's tortured sitting there not knowing if he has a chance with Hannah or not. Because remember, him and Hannah came up in there and she told him that she's feeling Nick D. Now look, I don't really care for Nick either, but if that's who Hannah wants to be with Hannah, take your ass on over to Nick and entertain him. Leo, you being real weird right now. And I don't like it. So he's gaslighting the F out of her, talking about well, how would you make this decision without me? She don't have to tell you that she likes somebody else, Leo. Did you tell your barber that you didn't like the way he did your hair? Did you say that? Were you vocal and communicative about your hairline being zigzag in every which way? I don't think you were. So how dare you judge Hannah? Let's go on. So he is asking if you can't say with certainty, or if you can't sit with the uncertainty that he is giving her for another day, then then we not meant to be together. Maybe we're not. How dare you tell her that she needs to sit in wonderment, in confusion, while you decide which of these blondes you want to go with? Leo, the way I would have told him, kiss it where the good Lord split it. Hannah's better than me. I want to call Hannah big, goofy, squared, but I don't know if I can give it to her like that. Not yet. So she then brings up Leo brings up the fact that she cut Nick, but then requested another date with him. And she was like, yeah, I did. So then Leo starts to question if Nick is the best person for her or just the first person to say I love you. Because Hannah's like, look, Nick is telling me everything that I wanted to hear. Nick was letting me know that he was all in on me. Nick was letting me know that he was feeling me. Nick was letting me know that we were rocking and socking till the wheels fall off. You weren't doing that. So then Leo starts yelling, saying, well, I'm here. I'm here trying to work it out with you. I said, Leo. The way Leo would have had me so effed up. Because who is you yelling at? Girl, you should have got up and walked out the room. So Hannah said, you are having the same exact feelings for someone else because Leo keeps saying, I love you, and that this and that, and I'm all in on you, and we have a connection. And I'm like, my good sir, what is this rage? What is this rage that Leo is going through? So Hannah said, look, I love both of y'all. And Leo said, look, I love you and I love my other connection too. And then Leo gets mad. And I'm thinking, what? Okay. So he's not letting her talk. He's not giving her any time to talk. Anytime Hannah tries to express herself, anytime Hannah tries to say something, Leo always comes in and like talks over her. He's gaslighting her. It's manipulative. It's crackish. It's what it is. So Leo then said that he told Brittany he cannot see saying I love you to someone unless he is going to marry them. So he has not told Brittany he loves her yet, but I'm telling you, Hannah, because I want to love you. So he asked Hannah, look, if I propose to you right now, would you say yes? See, I don't like hypotheticals. Either you're going to propose or you're not. Don't tell me if I give you $1,000, would you accept it? Nigga, put the money on the table. Will Lotto say, put it on the floor? You know what I mean? I don't like the hypotheticals because that's manipulative, right? So she says she don't know. Because, now Hannah's head is spinning. Now she's crying. Hannah is at a sob. And when you're sobbing, your head hurt, your eyes are cloudy, you can't breathe, all up in here, it's all swollen, whatever. Hannah is overwhelmed, she's overstimulated because this crazy fool through the blue wall is yelling at her, telling her, how dare you not be okay with me being confused about whether I want to marry you or another woman. Imagine. So Leo doesn't understand how Hannah is so conflicted. I said, what do you mean, Leo? Nigga, He asks, would she like to see him tomorrow? She says yes, and she leaves out crying. What an audacious conversation. Let's move on, because I'm going to get upset because I could not believe it. Could not believe it. We get Bolden and Marissa. Bolden is saying how he's a very liberal thinker and that some people think that makes him a P word. I don't like saying that word. Some people think that makes him a P word or less than a man. I said, by being a liberal thinker? Who said that? I have never heard that. And then they do a real cute little drag of Trump, and I said, okay, they eating the cats, they eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Y'all know how Trump be acting. So they drag him real cute, and I was like, okay. Next scene, Tim and Alex. He gives her a bracelet that his older sister bought for his younger sister. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm not there yet, but something about Tim is teetering on psychopath. I don't know what it is about Tim. I know that he's trauma dumping on her. I get it, but it's a form of manipulation because, why are you giving her this? And I heard the story, but I just kind of feel like, for me personally, if I was Alex, I would feel uncomfortable accepting a gift that your deceased older sister gave your now deceased younger sister. I would feel away. Why don't your parents have that? Give it to your mom. Y'all don't have a cousin they were close with. Something about this with Tim is giving, and I don't know what to think about it. I thought Tim wanted to have fun. Why is every single scene trauma? Let me find out that Tim's sister ain't really deceased. Let's move on. They have a little cute painting moment after we have cried again because all Tim has to talk about is his sisters. I be to say, you ain't got no cousins you close to? Have you gone to therapy, Tim? Something ain't quite turning all the way up there. I'm gonna just say that. Stephen and Monica. So she said that he reminds her of her dad. Ooh, I wrote that wrong. Steven reminds Monica of Monica's dad. He tells her that he hasn't been able to stop thinking about her, and he drops on one knee and he proposes. He said that he genuinely loves her. Okay. She tells him that she loves him and has been waiting 36 years for this. Now, look, Steven, you cute and all. Okay, with your three-fifths black, African American, one drop rule, however you want to do it. Um, or I should say African, not African American. I rock with you, Steve. But you know, we got a little PTSD from Steven from Love is Blind UK. Y'all both giving the same, get a nice little taper fade vibes. You could be something better. And so I don't really want to get too on the boat with Steven and Monica. I am still disappointed that you made an irrational vote your first time around just because you didn't like Hillary. I guess as a person, I don't know. So that is still sticking with me, but we can go on forward. Ramsey and Marissa, I like them. I do like them together. So she asked him a bunch of random stuff. She was like, "Do you like Will Ferrell or Adam Sandler?" She was like, "There's only one right answer." I said, "Yeah, and the right answer is Will Ferrell." Adam Sandler was cool. I enjoy Adam Sandler. What was the movie Big Daddy? I like Adam Sandler. He's cool. But for her to say that Will Ferrell isn't funny, I said, "Girl, bye. Girl, get the fuck." Like, Marissa, you went down a couple notches with me, sis. Whatever. And then we find out that Ramses is a Cancer sun. Because she asked him, does he know his moon? He's a Cancer sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. She got so geeked. So she said that is perfect. That's awesome. That's great. She must be an astrology girly because she got geeked about knowing that. Okay. She runs back and is telling the other ladies, and they were like, "Ah." She's like, "You guys don't understand what that means, but it's perfect." I said, "All right." Leo people are very show me. They like attention. They're very in your face. They're the life of the party. So maybe that's why she thinks it's perfect. Sure. So we get to Bodie, and Marissa. So before the date, Bowden was in his confessional saying, "I know when a girl like me is into me, and we got this thing in the bag." All for him to come into the pods and be humbled. Burr, 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 burr. Because she came in, it was like, all right, so I'm gonna just let you know my feelings with Ramsey are more romantic. I think we click a little bit better. But I love you. You're a great person. And Bowden handles it in stride, and I appreciate that. He was like, "You know what? I love that for you. You guys are gonna be great together. And there's no hurt feelings." And I said, "That's how you do it, Bowden. That's how you do it. Don't pull a old girl from last season. You're gonna choke when you see me. Girl, bye." Bowden handled that very classy base, okay? We see Hannah telling Brittany how Leo was acting, because, girl, you need to know. So Hannah feels like, what's his name? Leo was trying to manipulate her, and he was. He was gaslighting the fuck out of you. You held strong. You held strong, Big Goofy 2.0, but I mean, you were kind of sliding for a while with it, right? So we then see Leo telling Nick that Hannah was so emotional. Oh my gosh, she was so emotional. She couldn't even formulate words. So now Leo take his slimy ass over there and try to do the same stuff to Nick. What is the Carfax on Leo? Somebody needs to dig a little deeper into what's really going on with Leo. So Leo still feels that Hannah should have showed more strength in the conversation because, like, you couldn't even formulate words. That's very telling of you. It's very telling that Leo is still confused over which way he wants to go, and I don't understand why. Hannah don't want you, Leo. She don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. And picture Angela Bassett saying it in the Jacksons movie. That's what Hannah is giving you, Leo. She don't want you. How many other ways does she need to say it? Leo, call me for an interview. Let's talk, babe. We got to get to the thick of it. We got to get down to the root of what your issue is. So Leo and Hannah have another conversation. He apologized for how he acted last night. I acted a fool. Wasn't even cool. She was like, yeah, it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming to watch. So I can only imagine how Hannah felt in that moment. She tells him that he's incredible, but the feelings she has with Nick are just not there with him. Me and Nick, we vibe on a different level than I could ever hope to vibe with you. And that's okay because you have another choice. So Leo flips and it's like, yeah, we ain't compatible. We ain't compatible. I now realize that I love Brittany. I've been loving Brittany. Brittany's been my number one. I said, look at this shit here. So Leo is basically on some, yeah, Nick is more calm and compassionate. You know, he's better for you. Sure. Brittany has always been my number one. Hell, I wanted to cancel our date. And Hannah was like, that's not what you said yesterday. That's not what you said last night. So Leo gets caught in a lie. Do I have to start calling you Lio? So shall it be. So Lyle gets caught in a lie, and then I'm with Hannah. Don't let this man with this jacked up hairline gaslight you. Lyle, take your ass in there and go to bed. Go to bed, cause you doing too much. You acting real silly. You being real thirsty, real dusty. Hannah goes back to the ladies' lounge and is telling Brittany and Ashley, look, Lyle was in there and he wanted me to tell you, Brittany, that this was mutual and that we had a mutual breakup and that, you know, he really does love you. And Hannah was like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm not doing it. And I don't blame Hannah. I'm not doing it. The way you wigged out on me last night and then tried to flip it on me, this was not a mutual breakup. Hannah went in there and broke up with you, Lyle. Hannah broke up with you. And your pants were too short. So we have Tim and Alex. He has flowers waiting for her. Reads her a letter because we always have to read something, right? He proposes to her. Kumbaya. We then get Steven and Monica. So they meet. They seem to like each other right away, which is good because she said that before they walked out, she gets the ick easy. And I said, oh, girl. And she said it don't even have to be about looks. It can be about something kind of simple, but she gets the ick easily. So it started off good, got a little awkward, but he gives, like, she wanted to sit down right away. She said, these feet, let's sit down. So he sits down. She loves his curly hair. Steven is very cute. He looks good in a suit. Steven is very cute, but y'all know, eye on you. So he gives her a shirt the shirt that he wore when he came into the process into the pods, and they're twirling and posing for each other. It was cute. I like their energy, but I don't know if Monica was just overwhelmed. But Monica was a little standoffish. Again, a lot of conversation of, "Oh my God, I love you so much." Thank you. I love you too. Oh my God, you were so beautiful. So were you. It was very one sided. Steven seems all in. I don't know if Monica is all in. I'm gonna give Monica like a 75%, to be honest. So he kept kissing her, and they were kissing. It wasn't a mwah. It wasn't a baby bird kiss. They was like they were kissing, but it was weird because he's like holding her face, cupping her face, and she had her arms like on his thigh like this, like pressing down. It was weird. I was like, girl, grab him by the arm. You know, stroke that beard, do a little something. But they could work, okay? It was a little awkward, but there's still chemistry there. I'm gonna give Monica the benefit of the doubt and say she was just overwhelmed, overstimulated. So we get Marissa and Ramses. He gives her a letter that he wrote for her and has her read it herself. I said, oh, what a twist. So her biggest fear in a relationship is a guy just running out on her. She said, I'm a vibe. I know I'm a vibe. And men are enamored with my looks and my personality, and then the longevity is just not there. So I said, well, Marissa, maybe we need to look inward to kind of figure out what is it about your personality that the longevity is not there. We got to do the inner shadow work, sis. But okay. So Ramsey is like, look, Don't worry about that. I'm not going to up and leave you. When I'm locked in, I'm locked in. I said, okay, let's get to the proposal, shall we? Let's speed it up. Love is blind. Let's speed it up. This conversation could have been the proposal that we know is going to come. Nick and Hannah. She tells him that he is everything she could have ever dreamed of. I said, girl, that's a tall order. He proposes to her. And why I didn't know that her last name was Dorca. Girl, you give dork energy, so that's fitting. So they toast to the Dorcas. I said, are you taking her last name? Why would y'all be toasting to the Dorcas? Sure, sure. He then asked, can I pour the rest of the champagne on you and lick it off? I said, oh my God. I mean, yes, but like, don't say it now. But okay. We then get to Tim and Alex. So they're going to meet. Now, Alex is worried about him not liking her. She said, because I'm a little thicker. Big body Benz over here, right? She said, but if he does not like me because I'm a little thicker, then he's not the right man for me. And yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's the way to do it. So they come out. I have not noticed Tim's hairline until now. Might be time to let that go, bruh. Might be time. We getting back there. Might be time to let it go. You will look good, bald, Tim. But he comes out and he was like, I knew you were fine right away. He comes out walking and strutting like George Jefferson, which was unattractive. And then he takes the ring out the box and hands it to her, and she puts it on herself. He didn't even get on one knee. And I said, ugh, I got the ick now. Yikes. Like, you didn't even put it on her. Damn, I don't have a box by me. But he took it out and was just like, and handed it to her. And it's like, wow. Mm. He asked her, do I look like what you thought? And she was like, I didn't have any thoughts whatsoever. She's like, I didn't picture anything to be real. And then she was like, oh, you have freckles. He's like, yeah, my freckles were a surprise. So then it becomes, my grandfather has freckles, and then my mom has freckles. Oh my God, you have a nose ring. Guess who else got a nose ring? His sister. My sister got a nose ring, and my dad, and I was so glad she cut him off. We don't want to talk about your sister right now. I don't know if Tim is looking for a woman like his sisters, but she's gonna live in his sister's shadows. I promise you. I feel like they gonna be making eggs in the morning. Well, my sister used to use Gouda, okay, a little Gouda in there. But if you want to use mozzarella, like I feel like that's the energy it's giving. I don't know. I don't know. I'm nervous for them. I'm nervous for them. Finally, we get Leo and Brittany. Lio, excuse me. Let me call you by your name. Lio and Brittany come in, and Brittany is like, look, oh, how the tables have turned. I said, we about to get into it? Let's get into it. So he's like, I'm so in love with you. And Brittany is like, can I read you something? Okay, awesome. So she got this 4-page letter, word to Aaliyah, where it's written in pink gel ink. I said, oh, because we're 13. Ugh. I can't stand anything outside of black ink. Oh my God. But she is reading this 4-page letter, and she said, look, I tried to write a nice sweet letter about how you make me feel and how much I love you and I'm into you and all this other type of stuff, but I crossed it off because I am still hurt. I said, girl. So she said the connection is now tainted by his words that he has said to someone else. Everybody knows what happened with you and Hannah, and everybody thinks that I am settling for you. And, so shall it be. Let me know what y'all thought about this recap episode. The season is moving slow. The season is moving slow. I'm trying to give it my best judge. Hopefully by the time we get over to the honeymoons or get to the vacation, things start to pick up. But let me know what you guys thought about episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Only those 4, because I haven't seen the rest. Subscribe to the channel, 60 of y'all. Hit that subscribe button. thumbs up the video, share with a friend or two, and I will catch you guys for episode 5. Peace.